Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman with Adventures with Rhiannon, Stardew Valley 1.5, Retired Slow Play, part number 48. And we're going to take up where we left off, which is fall in 17th of year number 2. Things are moving along very well with our plans here. We have 72,000 gold in our pockets, and we got a husband here who just takes care of everything, and well, he really doesn't, but he takes care of a few things. And let's see what we got in the mail. Oh, the wizard sent us a jade. We're making good friends with the wizard. That's pretty cool. So we're going to continue on with our morning chores. We got lots of things that are exciting that are coming up. So I know a few of you had made comments. It's like, okay, what's going to happen next? Oh, you're going to see. Don't worry. As you can see, I have 2 sheds that are just cranking away and making us some. The preserve jars is on the left, and the wine casks are on the right. Double checking the hay that we're going to need at the end of the fall. Those would be full and no big deal. I'm not overly worried about it because we'll be cutting all this grass up here. We've got so much. So I never run short the way that I play. I do let my animals come out here and eat grass, and they're very happy to do so. I'm not trying to milk you, I'm trying to pet you. But if I could click the right button. So, oh my gosh. Why is it that I'm not trying to hit you with an, oh my goodness, I should just go back to bed and start our day over. We're doing all these terrible things to our animals, and I'm just trying to pet them. That's all I want to do. And milk them if I can. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. No milk from Nanny. All right, so we're going to go along and continue to pet all of our animals. Check, oh, look at this. Piglet is now worth 20,560. And I probably should have kept him a little bit longer because I really want some more of his truffles, but at the same time, I don't want to keep feeding him. I would rather have another dinosaur, so we're going to make that happen. So I considered Piglet a piggy bank, and you can see it was over 12 or 20,000, and we paid 16. So we made 4,000 profit on him, and he went to a very good home. So no more of that, but now we are up to 92,752. That is very good news. So we're getting so close to our next thing that we want to do. It's not necessarily like on my list to do by the end of the second year to have another farmhouse upgrade. If we make it, that's great. That's what my next bit of money is going to be used for. Why were there 2? That was so strange. I thought I came in here yesterday, but I just can't believe that there would be 2. That's an iridium quality egg, by the way. That's a void chicken that gives us those. I'm just kind of stocking up on them because you may need them for something, and I don't want to keep a void chicken around. I don't care for them. I need 1 chicken, and that's it. So anyway, back on track. So we got all of that done. We're going to check really quickly our greenhouse. I go in here pretty much every day just to check and see where we're at with our fruit trees, with our star fruits, our ancient fruits, and I'll check those pretty much every day. They're very important for the profit of the farm. So we're going to throw the mayonnaise, the wool, truffle oils, and the cheeses in the shipping bin. Eventually we're going to start keeping those cheeses very, very soon for another reason, but that's okay. We need the money right in the present moment. So put our stuff away, and got that maple syrup, and oh boy, before I'm getting sidetracked, look at all of these hearts. Look at all this. We have only 2 more people until we have reached a goal that I set of having 8 hearts with at least 10 villagers. I can't give them gifts yet. I can't remember when the week sets. I know I always say that because I always forget. So that's okay. We'll work on other people. And if this is the first time that you've watched any of my videos, I just wanted to mention that I do have a little bit of short-term memory loss. So I may repeat things sometimes. And sometimes it's on purpose too, because I want to make sure that I mention it, or I just feel like it. I'll let you determine which is which, so I apologize if I do repeat things unnecessarily, but that's what that's about, and it's no big deal. It's kind of normal senior memory loss. I was so excited. Another oak resin. Yes. Very important. Oak resin. We are trying to make as many casks as we can. Those wine casks, to get that shed as full as possible. The trees go dormant in the winter, so I've got less than a season, and I'm trying to get as many as I can done, so that's going to help our profits. As you can see, we are making a quick trip over to the super secret forest. Look, this is not normal. Who and what is this? Is a bear. That smell, come closer. I don't think so, bear. We're gonna... What? What is this guy? So every day I get to speak to a human. Looks like you got a little force magic in you. Really? Nah, about my note. Did you bring the good stuff? Well, I got a note, but I didn't know you were the one. There. Take it. Ooh, that smell. This is really some sweet stuff. Look at this happy face, bear. It's my favorite sauce. It makes me very happy. Hopefully that's all you need. Okay. We're gonna let's back up a little bit. You've made a friend today, Rhiannon. Okay, good. I think. I'm gonna still back up just a little bit. Isn't that cute? I've got something special I want to show you. Oh, really? Okay. What are you going to show me? What are we doing here, Mr. Bear? The bear left you with his special knowledge. Salmon berries and blackberries are now worth 3 times the gold. Oh, wow. Blackberries were already worth a decent amount, and now they're worth 3 times that much. That is fantabulous. I'm so excited about that. Wow. As I've said before, I had played Stardew Valley up to a certain point, up to 11 years, but it's been so long ago, I did not remember that at all. I thought there was something about bringing that maple syrup, but I didn't know to where or to who. I just wasn't sure. So I was reading the clues and kind of like, all right, what's the deal? And figured out it might have been that. But at the same time, I needed to come here and get hardwood. So that turned out to be a wonderful surprise because I had just kept that in my inventory just in case. So that's too funny. So that was really awesome. I'm glad I got to share that little moment with you. So we're going to collect some hardwood. We need it. We're using it in crafting, and I have noticed since I first started playing, they've added the ability to, if you hit regular trees, you get because I chose a certain way when I hit level 10 of, I think it's foraging, I'm not sure, I had the opportunity to get some hardwood from regular trees. So I don't know if that came later. I'm pretty positive that it did, but I'm not sure of anything these days. So it makes it a little bit easier to get hardwood, and because we're using it for crafting. I mean, I don't remember using so much hardwood for crafting. I knew I needed it for fences, but I didn't remember that. So anyway, that's okay. We got plenty of sources of hardwood. We can even plant the trees on our property to propagate them ourselves if you want to. So there's plenty of ways to get the hardwood you need. So I had brought my other tools down with me because I wanted to gather some resources. We're using so much wood. As you saw, I used to have maybe 2 big stacks of it's 999 pieces, so with almost 1,000 pieces of wood, and we're going through it pretty quickly because we're using it for so much crafting. We've used it for buildings and building upgrades, so we're just using a lot of wood. So I thought, maybe it's time to do a little bit of resource gathering off the farm, which we can still do. The farm, we got plenty to do still, but since I was coming down here anyway, I thought, let's go down here and clear this up. We're getting fiber and mixed seeds. All of that is resources that we will eventually be using quite a bit of. So it's okay that we're coming down here and cleaning out just a little bit. And I was I was so excited that we finally figured out that weird message from that bear. I wasn't sure. It was very weird. So I want to go ahead and make sure they have enough hay to fill up that silo. Not super important at this point. We've got plenty of days. I was also wanting to kind of clean the grass around the trees, especially the ones that we have tapped. So I mean, you can see them. Even if they're stacked up, you can still see that you've got whatever ready. In this case, it was maple syrup. I had maple syrup ready. You can see it if they're all stacked up, but I hate it. Like, all these trees are in the way. Eventually, there's going to be other stuff down here. But anyway, I thought I'd go ahead and clean that up just a little bit. And in the meantime, it gave us good resources. So, look at all that. Awesome. And now we're up to 64 hardwood, so that's good. And I've got 555 regular wood. Still need a lot more of that because of all the stuff we're making. All of these casks and things are going to take wood. So as you can see, that's a frozen geode, so eventually that's got to get to Clint. And what I'm doing is putting things on my top shelf, the top of my inventory, so I can see what I have to see what I need to put where. Like, okay, oops, wrong chest. I was a dodo head. It's like, okay, let's try that one more time. I need to get my chest a little bit better organized, but we will. We'll get them more organized soon. So let's see. Here I am looking at my stuff and trying to figure out where do I need to go. I know I've got seeds. I'm going to keep these tree seeds. We also got a mushroom from the super secret forest, so that's cool. I've never used mushrooms much, but I certainly want to collect them in case I do. So we're going to go ahead and pop those in. Let me see, where have I been putting them? Yes, I've been keeping them in the winter chest because we don't grow winter crops. There's forageables, but I'm putting all the mushrooms in there just because there's plenty of space, and the other chests will run out of space with whatever's supposed to go in them. So we're going to head and hang on to that maple syrup. But I think we probably ought to go ahead and make another, I'm calling it a cask, it's a keg. I think we should make another keg. I think all of the oak resin we get between now and the end of fall, that's what we'll be doing with it. Because the more we have, the more money we're going to make on the things we put in it. So in the beginning, we had to sell all of the fruits and vegetables that we grew and found because we needed the money, and that was the only way really to get money at the time, aside from fishing, which of course I've talked about that, how much I hated it. But as we go on, and as we have the ability, especially because now, we got almost 100,000 in our bank there, it's okay for us to hang on to those things and process them. The artisan goods, they bring more money that way. So it's kind of a building process as you go. So that's the reason why that I'm making the kegs and the preserve jars, so that we can process things. Because as we have seen, there are some very expensive items that we will want to get. And I've shown you a few of them. So for instance, there's a scepter that Corbus has, and I think it costs 2 million, but oh my goodness, it's a game changer. What it does is when you use it, it immediately warps you home. So there is magic in Stardew Valley, and that's one of the pieces of magic. It just warps you home immediately. So you could be hanging out anywhere. You can be in the bottom of the mine somewhere, hit that scepter, and you are immediately at home. Well, look at this. Will you look at this? So it looks like, remember I showed you that lightning had struck the Joja Mart? And I said I would check it out. Well, check it out. What the heck is this? Junimo has something, an abandoned Joja Mart, the missing bundle. Look at this. Prismatic shard, caviar, void salmon, ancient fruit, gold star, and wine. So we need 5 of those 6 things we need for what's called a missing bundle. So this is interesting. And look at the bottom, it doesn't tell us even what it is. And folks, I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what we get if we fill this missing bundle. So very interesting. Very interesting. So I love it that we're experiencing this together. Again, I have no earthly idea what we'll get. And I'm really trying to stay away from the wiki as much as possible. Because this is so much fun for me to explore along with you. So I don't know what will happen, but we're going to have to fill that missing bundle for sure. And let's see. What do we got going on here? Whoop. We saw a wormy thing, otherwise known as an artifact spot. So I want to hit those every time. That's why I never leave home without my hoe. We still got that lobster situation going on with Willy. That's supposed, oh dear. My nemesis, look at her. She is at the very bottom of my list. She loves these things, so now we know what she loves. She loves cake and pumpkins, but she likes sweet pea, which I don't have any, and I have none of it on me. I'm double checking and saying, okay, she dislikes the 2 things that I have in my pack. Awesome. So, yeah, Abigail, maybe we can just say hi. I can't wait for some pumpkins this year. The Spirit Seas Festival happens at the end of the season. It's pretty low-key compared to what you see in Zuzu City. But for a small town like this, it's a lot of fun. Okay, we know that. We went last year, remember? It was kind of fun. So, oh, yeah, Abigail. She's going to be my nemesis until we work on that relationship. So, as I was passing Penny, I thought I'd say hi. If you haven't played Stardew Valley before, just saying hello to people does help your relationships with them. So that's what we did. Let's see. Tomorrow is Marnie's birthday, and Robin's is at the end of the week. And so, And so Marnie, boy, give her anything. She's going to be popping up there again. Oh, what does Pam want? A Joja Cola? For 75 gold for something I consider trash that I can't recycle? What do you think about that? We'll recycle it to Pam. And why she would want a Joja Cola beats the heck out of me. I have no idea. So we're just going to keep on keeping on. And we've got these 2 geodes, which we'll get to Clint soon enough. It was just way too late in the day by the time I had gotten everything else that I needed to get done. We're going to go put our resources away, which includes the clay that we got. And the clay will become important later, but we're not using it right now. We are just saving it. So let's see. These are forgeable, fall forgeables. So you can see I've got seeds in the first row. I've got the fruits and vegetables in the next row. And the third row is the forgeables. And then there's an extra chest for the fruits we're getting off the trees. Which we've collected them from our bat cave, and now we have an apple tree. Eventually, I will have one of each tree in the greenhouse. I do sometimes, like on my 11-year farm, I have grown some fruit trees, but they do go dormant in the winter time. But if you put them in the greenhouse, they keep on producing, so that's pretty awesome. And I wanted to very quickly, I'm double checking my crops to make sure I haven't got any that haven't been processed. I wanted to talk about the variety. Oh, look at Harvey. What's he doing in the children's room? Oh my gosh, I just realized he bought an end table. Oh, he didn't tell me. Look at it, it's next to one of the beds. He just randomly buys stuff. I guess it doesn't cost me any money if he's buying. I would have bought one anyway. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. I wanted to talk about variety. Yes, there is a single thing that brings the most money, period. There is. But the way I look at it is I am a farmer and I like multiple revenue streams. You've heard me talk about that before in previous episodes if you've watched it. We're now day 18 of fall year number 2. I like to have different ways of making money. Otherwise, it's boring. I mean, why would I want to grow one thing? That's just boring to me. So I do grow variety. I do have my field, which is going to be expanded soon, planted, completely planted with, whatever I see as the most valuable crop. And then usually I have a secondary and sometimes a third crop that I grow. Where are we at here? 480. Okay, we're doing great. Because I like the variety. I don't want just that one single thing that makes a ton of money. I grow some of that, yes, because it's a valuable thing, but I don't see the reason why, for me, in my style, my play style, is I would rather have the variety. So that's why you see me growing so many different things. And I'm not about, in case you haven't watched an episode before, I'm not about what is commonly called as min maxing. I don't do that. I role play myself as a farmer. So to me, in my farm, I want to have a variety of things because I'll reach more people. That's how my role-playing mind works. I reach more people if I have a variety of things for them. So that's how I look at it. That's how I play. And that's me. That's just my own rules for my own self. And thank you for the 2 iridium quality dinosaur eggs. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Thank you, my baby dinosaurs. And they stay small too. Oh my gosh. So what are we going to do? We're going to put 2 of those iridium, or 3 of the iridium qualities in our mayonnaise machine. And so again, it's all about variety for me. You could have, I've seen people that have complete farms full of the most expensive item that they can make. That to me is boring as all get out. I would not do, that's not how I play. So again, you can see the title of my videos all have the words retired slow in them because I am retired. I have slowed down in my life and I've always played kind of slow games anyway, but I'm really chill about them, and I've heard that term too. Just because I'm older doesn't mean I don't hear things and don't know what you're talking about. So chill. This is a chill play. Slow. I call it a retired slow gameplay, which is what I call it. And that's the way I enjoy the game. And I think sometimes if you slow down, you just kind of enjoy things and you appreciate them more. So I understand the fast pace. I lived that life. I had a very busy life when I was young. I barely had time to play any games, and I really enjoyed games. I'm counting. There needs to be 11 of anything in here. Oh, I got all those right there. It's like, okay, 11. Again, I need to fill the inside and 1 for the outside. So right now we got 10 kegs inside and 1 outside. And we're going to double check these. We've got 8, and there's 1 outside. That's 9. So whatever we have in here, there needs to be 9 of. I like to come in here and kind of put the items that I'm going to be loading up so that whenever I see that it's empty, I can quickly go in there in the chest and grab the next thing and refill it. I can do it even if it's really super late at night. And look at all these cranberries. We've been cranking the cranberries, and they're just everywhere. That's one reason why I like growing them, is because they give you multiple harvests. So to get back to my thought, the beauty of a game like this is that you can play however you want. So some people want to get as rich as humanly possible, and that's cool. I've seen video titles that say, $1 million by year 1 or whatever, or something, or $1 billion by year, I don't know what it was. I saw it and I thought, that's not for me. That's not my play style. I don't care. I don't, yes, I need money. You see how much we have, I forgot to give Pam or Joja Cola. We need money for obvious reasons, but I'm not in a super big rush to get it. The only thing that causes me to rush a little bit is an event that happens at the end of year 2, or I guess at the beginning of year 3. And there's certain things that need to be in place for that event to turn out a certain way. So I will kind of do a little bit of rushing. The community center completion was very important. Having 10 8 heart friends is very important. Let me see, there's a few other things. I can't remember what they are right now. Being married was one of those things. And all of those things play into this event that's going to happen in just 11 days. So hang in there with me. And, you know, we usually play about 3 days episode, something like that. I'm not sure if that's right. I think that's right. 3 days usually, depending upon how much time we spend doing stuff. So you hang in there with me, because when we hit that event, it'll all become clear. Again, I'm trying not to do spoilers, because I do have people that are watching my episodes who have not played this game, and so I don't want to spoil those surprises for them. I may give hints about things, like telling you there's a big event that happens the first day of the 3rd year, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to tell you why I'm doing these things in preparation for it, because I want you to see it's so cool. And when I hit it the first time, I was blown away. It's like, wow, really? So that's why I'm sharing this with you guys. Some of you, I don't know why you're watching. You know, the ones of you that have played before. Was that something we need for? Yeah, something for Gunther. Yeah. So I don't know why you watch it. And in fact, that would be an interesting poll that I can put on my community tab. And while we're giving some stuff to Gunther here, I just wanted to mention that I have things in my community tab. Usually once a week, I post something new on there. And it could be an announcement. So if there's something important that I need you guys to know, that's how I tell you. So check out that community tab to see what's there. I also have an about section. And on the about section, I put my upload schedule. And what that's for is to tell you what games I'm playing and when I'm uploading them. I do not do live streaming, and I don't know that if I ever will. This is interesting. Willy is having a conversation. He says he's got a bit of a problem. I can use your hand. Okay, Willy, we'll be happy to help. It'd be best if I just showed you. Okay, Willy, what's up, buddy? Take a deep breath now. Okay. Okay, now what? Holy Toledo! Oh my gosh! Willy! Look at it. Rhiannon jumps up and down. What's going on? As you can see, the smell. Yeah. The old girls ran wild last night. Yeah, I'd say so, buddy. My experiment needs a little work. You think? Oh my gosh. There, Gus says, whoa, back at it again, Willy. I guess apparently, and we learned earlier that this is something that has happened before. They look fresh, all right. You'd think so. They're running around the whole shop. I think they're fresh. These are the finest, meatiest crabs you'll ever set your eyes on. They'd be a little too feisty, though. You think? Oh my gosh, this is too funny. Gus, I'll take the whole lot. All right. With a discount for the extra labor, of course. Oh my gosh. So, I guess we are going to help Willy out and clean us all up. Bless his heart. Looks like we got them all. I think we did. Goodbye, my sweet ladies. Don't call him that. That's food. Rhiannon, don't tell Willy, but I'll be doing a special on crab cakes at the saloon for the next few days. Okay, Gus, your secret is safe with me. Oh my gosh, wasn't that cute? Oh, I love some of these cutscenes, things like that happen. So what we're doing is going to get some fresh bait to refill the crab pots. And I just hated that I still haven't got lobsters. I don't know. I probably should double check. And this is maybe the, I don't know, 5th time I've had to rebait the pots, but I'm not getting any lobsters that Gus wanted. I have to remember that, because I hate it when I give the wrong thing to someone. I've done that so many times. If you've watched previous episodes, you've seen me do that. I get so aggravated. It's like, oh, I didn't mean to give you that. But that's what happens when you don't check your journal just before. And make sure you're giving it to the right person. Oh, I love all these corals. If you take coral and oak resin, you can make deluxe speed grow fertilizer. And in the future, when we have lots and lots of that, then nothing I plant on my farm will not have the deluxe grow speed fertilizer. If I say that right, deluxe speed grow fertilizer. So we're gonna head on back home with our goodies that we got, and resources and things to put in our shipping bin, as much as we can get in there. That's a good thing. And I was double checking the hearts, and it's fall. Oh, it's Marnie's birthday. Oh my gosh, it's Marnie's birthday. Well, wouldn't it be nice if we didn't miss Marnie's birthday? That'd be really nice. Oh, grab that maple syrup, or pine tar, I'm sorry. Oh, and look at these. Oh, yes, yes, yes. More kegs, more kegs, more kegs. If there's another one up to the side over there, we'll check it. Nope. Okay. So, birthdays. When you give a person a gift on their birthday, you get a bump in relationship. But if you give them a loved gift on their birthday, I don't know how much more. It's huge. I want to say you get 2 stars. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what it is. If it's not 2 stars, it's a lot. So birthdays are very, very important if you're trying to work on your relationships. And eventually, I mean, aside from the ones that the first 10 that I'm working on here, eventually I will be best friends with everybody in town. So my ultimate goal in this playthrough is called 100% completion. And in the not too distant future, we will see how we can find out how complete we are. And I have never hit 100% completion. I got close on my 11-year playthrough, but I decided to start over again and share this with you. So that is my ultimate goal for this playthrough, and I'm very excited about that. It's going to take a while. We're already, what are we at? Is this number 48? This is episode number 48, and we've got so much more to go, and that's awesome. There's no reason not. So I forgot, I grabbed those 2 cranberries, and I forgot completely that I was putting them in the shed that had the 2 extra kegs. And so instead I wandered off with them, so that's okay. I saw a train had gone through Stardew Valley, and I wanted to go up there and see. Because this is so strange. I would swear to you, in my 11-year playthrough, I don't remember there being no stuff from the train. But look at this. This is the wizard. Rhiannon, I've been waiting for you. Okay. Why? Wizard, with our careful relationship here. Have I ever told you I used to be married? No, you didn't. To whom? Strange, I know, for a man like me, but it's true. Okay, well, whatever. What's it got to do with me? My wife and I were together for many years until I made a mistake that drove her away. Okay. It happens. Why are you telling me this? Her anger and envy were so intense that she turned green and began flying around the countryside, cursing everything in her path. Oh, that's how we got a void egg. She flew over the farm and cursed the egg, I guess. So your wife is a flying green witch. Okay, wizard. That's not weird. That was sarcasm. All right. When I found out, I sealed this passage to her home, fearing that an innocent villager might fall prey to her dark magic. Well, if she's flying around doing crazy stuff, okay. But now it must be unsealed, for when we separated, she took my magic ink. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. I need that magic ink back. Look at his face. I would do this myself, but I can't see her again. That's why I need your help. Oh, good. In order to unseal this passage, you'll need a dark talisman. Talk to Krobus in the sewer, he would know where to find one. Okay, I'm counting on you. If you can retrieve my magic ink, I promise I'll make it worth your while. Now go. Okay. You know, we seem to be getting involved in these marriages. It's, oh, look at the witch. Look. Got her flying over by. Oh my gosh. Man, he must have really ticked her off. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure here exactly if there really was a train or the wizard was just trying to get us up here. And part of that comes from, I would swear to you that I very rarely had nothing but from the trains. This is really strange. Look at this, Sebastian. I guess I never really noticed. If I did, I forgot that Sebastian smokes. I find that to be really strange. It seems like that would be something that I would notice, so it just kind of blown me away. And here we see him a second time doing that. The first time I was like, what? Sebastian? So I don't know. Very, very strange. But I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just something weird. It's in this game, and it's like there are a few dark things in this game as far as you know, stories and the backgrounds of people and some of the drama and things like that. I mean, if you're not paying attention, you probably wouldn't have noticed little things like that. But to me, it just kind of surprised me when I saw that the first time, and here I'm seeing it again. And again, I'm just kind of going around and getting a few resources. The fiber is going to come very important later on. So anyway, I thought I'd come up here and get it. And then I thought, you know, he told us to go see Krobus. Remember that? So we need to go see Krobus and find out what the heck he was talking about. So that's why I kind of did my resource looking, cut it short. Whoop, I'm not trying to kill you, Meru, I swear. Oh my goodness. Wrong buttons. So I thought we might go down there and see what the deal was. I don't know what the deal is. Oh. Click the right button and good things happen. Blackberries, remember that? 3 times the value. Oh my gosh. There's Marnie. What time is it? 6:30. I really want to give Marnie a gift. Any gift. She likes pink cake. She loves pink cake. So it's like, oh my gosh, too many things. I need to go see her. I need to get pink cake to do that. We need to go see Krobus. Like, oh my gosh, too many things. But nothing is like, you know, it's okay. Do it as we can. Okay, here's where Krobus is. And he's a strange little guy. What's that? You're looking for a dark talisman? Yes. Now that you mention it, I did have one in my possession not too long ago. Unfortunately, I dropped it while exploring that tunnel in the far corner. Things started heating up in there, so I left in a hurry and sealed the entrance. You seem pretty sturdy, though, so I'll open it back up for you. Just be careful, okay? Oh, strange fellow. And if you had followed those sparkly things, it would have showed you where it was. Please don't tell anyone about me. Humans tend to destroy things they can't understand. Well, I do understand that concept. Remember, you can buy things from Krobus, and you know there's decorations and things like that. Star drop for 20,000 is important. We'll get that eventually, and 2 million for the return scepter. So those 2 things we're going to buy from Krobus for sure. Now, off to the left is what he was talking about, but he said things heated up in there. Uh-oh. Marnie, we can't. If word gets out, it could undermine position of authority in the town. Uh-oh. We're seeing a private conversation. She don't seem happy about that. You understand, don't you? Well, you care too much about your job, Louis. There are other things in life, you know. But yes, I understand. I guess we'll have to keep us a secret. Uh-oh. Sorry, we were just walking by, and oh, look at Marnie's hair and face. Oh my gosh. Calm down. Oh my gosh, Marnie. Rhiannon, you overheard everything, didn't you? what would happen? Thank you, Rhiannon. I won't forget this. I wonder what would happen if I'm going to tell everyone. That's horrible. We were asked to not. And again, I roleplay myself. If someone asks me not to tell somebody something, I don't tell other people something. Why were you hiding there anyway? I wasn't hiding. I was just taking a walk. You guys are standing. Why didn't you go inside the building? You could have done that. Too funny. So we get involved in these relationships, and it's really funny. I mean, twice now we've had marriage therapy with couples that we've come across who are having a discussion, and we got involved and were asked something. It was really funny. It's like, okay. And it's locked. And we missed Marnie's birthday because she's out there with what's his name. Holy cow. I hate that we missed her birthday. But that's okay. Again, she's already got 8 hearts. It's not like mission critical. I want to try to hit their birthdays if I can, which I've been absolutely horrible about that this entire series. I don't do what I do what I say. Like, holy moly. Okay, so I want to put away the things that I've kind of, the resources and things that I've gathered. Those are the forageables. I got some seeds. I got some fiber. Fiber goes in the resource thing. And I put away the cranberries because it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. It's like, go get the daggone cranberries. Then I'm thinking, which one did I use? Was it the no stars? I think it was. So, I mean, that is so real life for me because I'll get up to do something and it's like, what was I going to do? I don't know. There we are, 13. Try to get it in the right place. I mean, that happens to me so many times, and I understand. I mean, you hear comedians talking about that all the time. They wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't a real super common thing that happens all the time. And it does. It happens all the time. I get up to go do something, and I don't know what I was going to do, and I stand around looking like, what am I going to do? And what's really funny is I see my husband doing the same thing. So I don't feel too bad, or maybe I should. I don't know. Good evening, Harvey. Once a person was talking about rules for themselves that they have on this is on the forums, which is listed in my descriptions. And I really love it that someone else had a rule for themselves. They go to bed by 10 p.m. I do the same. To me, if I'm a farmer, I want to go to bed at a reasonable hour because I have to get up early the next day. So that's kind of the way I look at it. All right. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of monies, but that's okay. It's going to go up a lot up much faster here in the future. That's all right. 19th day of fall in year number 2 and 98,900. We're almost at 99. Gonna pet the kitty. It's raining today, so we're gonna pet the kitty. Go over here and say hello. Good morning. Aw, he's so sweet. He says the sweetest things. Now, I assume the other spouses do. I think in my first initial start, I think I chose Alex. I don't remember him saying that. Pam needs a battery pack. I don't remember the Alex saying such sweet things, and maybe he does. Maybe they all do. In the comments below, if you marry other people, can you answer that question for me? Do they say sweet things to you? Because I just think that's really sweet. Now you can see that my preserve jars are ready because my preserve jar out there. Oh, look at that. We heard a sound during the night, and this is what the result was. An owl statue. A stone owl. Fascinating. So you get all kinds of interesting decorative things, and this one can, I'm not sure where exactly it can go, but we've got other things that are kind of strange, but for me it's like, okay, why would I want an owl statue? I'm not sure the answer to that question. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Clara. Oh, the wrong button. So it's kind of nice on a rainy day. Winters are easy to come along and get everybody a good pet. But when it rains like this, it's kind of a benefit, a bonus in the summertime. Because we can easily get to everybody and say hello to everybody and give them a pet. to get those relationships up. And what that does for you is if they like you more, they'll give you higher quality stuff. So if you can look and see, man, Vader really likes us. He's been giving us iridium quality eggs sometimes. So I was checking the relationship with Vader to see where we were at. I want to make sure he's at full hearts before we rehome him. So we will. But wow, that's pretty cool. All right, so now we're going to pick some eggs to put in our mayonnaise jars, my mayonnaise maker. So just some plain eggs today. The reason why I keep a chicken around is that your dinosaurs and ducks, they don't give you eggs every day. Ducks are every other day, and dinosaurs are even less than that. I can't remember. I want to say it's 7 days, but don't hold me to that. I don't remember. But a chicken will give you eggs every day. So to me, it's kind of like a fill-in. So let's go ahead and grab these preserves. Look at this. See, because I filled that up with 9 of whatever the items are, it makes it really quick to go along here. Even if this whole shed was completely full, it still takes just a minute or two to go ahead and refill everything. And we had melon jelly before, so that's a good money maker. We like that. I gotta start saving the cheese. When you put something in a shipping bin, only the last item is the thing that you can take out. So it's like, okay, I hold off myself for just a minute and says, yes, I do need a dinosaur mayonnaise for that the mysterious bundle that we are trying to fill, and I'll have to find a place to put those items. So we need to collect it. I do have 1 extra prismatic shard, so I'm not sure. We do have an extra bottle of just plain old wine. So I've got 3 of the 5 items. So I need, see, I've got those 3. So I need a 5-star or 5 gold star ancient fruits and caviar and a void salmon. 2 of those bottom 3. So we'll get there. I'm just not sure. We're going to go ahead and stick this right here because I don't know what to do with it at this point. When I get to decorating my farm, I usually find places to put things if I like them. The owl is kind of a weird thing. I'm not into owls. Oh, look at all these beautiful bok choys. All right. We only have 7 days left in the season. So obviously we're not going to be able to plant any more of our big crops, but we might be able to plant some smaller things. So let's go ahead. Oh, by the way, wheat, you can only get it with a scythe. So that's what I was doing, was harvesting my wheat. So I have to decide what we're going to plant over there. We've got, like I said, we've got 7 days. So if I've got things that can be grown in less than 7 days, then it makes sense to go ahead and do it because it's making money. It doesn't matter if it's not the most expensive thing. Let's see, that takes 5 days, so we can't do eggplants unless I have deluxe speed grow, which will make it faster. So I thought, well, what about the bok choy? So I'm not sure. I can't remember how long it takes to grow, and I'm looking at the other things that I have and say how long does it take them to grow, and put them in a seed maker. That's what those are right there. Pam needs a battery pack. Don't forget that. It's like, don't forget this, don't forget that. But the seed makers, in case you haven't seen those before, they take 10 real life seconds to create seeds. It doesn't matter what kind of vegetable that you put in there, it's 10 seconds. It does take 4 days to grow bok choy, and while I don't necessarily need all of that, it's something that I can grow that I can make money off of. So we're going to go ahead and get some of that. And we don't really have hardly any yams, but that's okay. We can catch up that next year. Again, when I'm just standing here for the next 10 seconds to get those seeds, because I want to go plant as many things as I can that will grow and make us money. So again, I could have let the fields go empty since I can't grow any more of my main fall crop, which is pumpkins. And I think I only did 1 growing this season, and the reason why I didn't do longer is that I do not have deluxe speed grow, and I was afraid I wouldn't be able to get them done in time and have wasted the seeds. So That's why I'm growing other things, and that's fine. I like having variety. I started talking about that before, but variety is important to me. So I don't need a bunch of bok choy, but I do want to keep stuff growing in my fields. So that's what we're gonna do. Just plant, plant, plant. And how I'm planting so quickly is you just hold your right mouse key down. I'm playing on PC, and run along and hold your mouse right on you, and you can see how it just kind of pops the seeds in. Look at that. And I think I only got one more spot. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, put that away. Don't need that. Oh, that mysterious bundle's really got me curious. It's like, And the other thing I'm curious about is that spot that Krobus told us to go to. It's like, I don't know for sure what I need in there. So I thought, well, bring a sword. We're probably going to need that. We're going to bring a pickaxe. I don't know what I'm going to need. I brought some food just in case, but let's go find out. We are on an amazing adventure, aren't we? So we're going to go check it out. Go find out what Krobus is sending us into in the sewers. It could be anything. He did say he got a little hairy in there, or whatever word he used. So that's why I was thinking the sword probably would come in handy. And as you can see, I have a galaxy sword. And before the 1.5 update, the galaxy sword was the best one that you could get. And later on, you'll see how much better it can get. Oh my goodness, look at this. So fiber everywhere, and bugs. There are bugs in here. So just as long as if you kill them on the first hit, then they don't turn into these flying things. So I didn't. But we're getting bug meat, which is awesome, and we're getting fiber, which is awesome. So this is cool. Kind of keeping an eye out for those bugs, because again, you want to hit them once. If you hit them once and don't die, hit them again real quick. We're getting mixed seeds. We're getting rice shoots. So how awesome is this? There's a bug. Where'd you come from? Where did you come from? So my gosh, our bug meat is awesome. Oh, here's another bug. So bug meat is awesome. We use that to make bait for fishing. So we will be doing some more fishing. We'll just see when and how. We've got a lot of things already that I needed and wanted to get, but oh good, I got him. Ooh, looky right above here. Looky, looky. I like the look of that. That looks like one of the chests that you get in the mine. I like the look of it. What is it? You found the dark talisman. It's covered in bug slime. Oh, gross. All right, well, we found it. So, okay. You can also see there's stone here, so if we want, we can run around and get that stone. And probably a good idea. We'll be using it. So again, I'm just kind of checking the whole area out. For future reference, this makes a wonderful place to get resources. I don't know why I'm trying to eat that. It's a wonderful place to get resources for fiber, bug meat, stone. It's just a wonderful place to come and get those things. You can come back here again anytime you want. So especially when I'm using a lot of fiber, and when I get to that point of things that I'm making that uses fiber, this is a good place to come get it. Plus I can get the bait in case I want to fish for any insane reason. Oh, and some coal. Good deal. We don't find a lot of coal out and about. So that's why we have to use our wood to get more. Well, guy got me a couple times, didn't he? But not too bad. So again, I'm just kind of wandering around, getting a few resources while we're here. Seemed like a good thing to do. Good way to waste my time. A good way to use my time. And get that fiber tucked away for another time. Oh, bug. Bug alert. Another bug. Goodbye, bugs. My goodness. We currently have 14 more bug meats. Each one of those represents 5 pieces of bait. So that's pretty awesome. All right, I said good enough. Let's go. All right, we got what we needed for the wizard. So I made a little boo-boo here, and I am going to cut out a piece so they don't torture you. What I thought I needed to do was go back to the wizard because I didn't read my journal. Now, having said that, I want you to see that you can get out of the sewers by going here, and that's what I was looking at the map for. It takes you out that really weird, nasty sewer entrance, right, exit or whatever it is right there, and it's close to where the wizard is. So I went out that way so you can see, but it isn't the right place. So instead, what I needed to do is to go back up to where that witch lives. And so we're not going to do that in this episode. It'll be in the next episode where we actually, because we use that talisman thing to get into whatever that weird place was. So that'll be another fun adventure. But I didn't want to go ahead and I did want to tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing and made the mistake and spoke to the wizard for no good reason. So I went ahead and cut that out so you didn't have to see that, but we are going to go ahead and head on back to the farm. And that's what you saw there is like, oopsie doops. So my bad. It's okay. Next episode is a good reason to watch the next episode, right? So we're going to put away all the resources that we got. Look at that. Those 8 seeds which I put in the wrong place. And I think it was 8 coal, so that's pretty cool. We need coal and we're using it. We're kind of keeping ahead of our usage or of our supply, but only barely. It's like, okay, and there's some more bok choy seeds ready, and like put our seeds. We got some more of our mixed seeds. Mixed seeds actually become a resource that we need later on, so that's why you see me saving them. So I think I planted them my first season, but because we needed money and had a few ways of getting money. And so, but now we're going to save them because they become important. And that's another tip. Algae soup, that's something that we got from one of those bugs. Isn't that interesting? Like, okay, algae soup. I thought I would go down here, and I think I only had one more spot that I needed to plant. But I wanted to double check to make sure I wasn't missing any. I think that was the only one. I hate it when I come out with 1 seed and I needed 2, or come out with 5 I needed 6. That drives me crazy to do that. I hate wasting my time, and I certainly don't want to waste yours. So okay, we got all we needed of that, so we'll put that away and put our adventure stuff away, and that is pretty much going to wrap up day 19 of fall in year number 2. And we're going to get to bed at a reasonable time. That's also going to end our episode. Thank you so much for following along with me. This has been such a blast, and I plan to continue on as long as I humanly can. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. It lets YouTube like me better, and it lets me know that I'm doing something that other people find interesting. So thanks again, but the most important thing is I want you to have a wonderful rest of your day.